Greetings, everybody. Today I am reaching out to my two beautiful sisters in Jamaica, Lady Saw and Spice. I want to take this time to say congratulations to you women being up and center in the dancehall space and doing very well, giving the men a run for their dollar. I want to speak to you individually in this video, so listen up. Spice, I read an article recently where they said you said that Lady Saw's performance at Reggae Some Fest was all about you. And I want to ask you to end the feud between you and Lady Saw right now. And this is why I wanted to do that for me. I wanted to recognize that Lady Saw is your big sister. I am your big sister. I am Lady Saw's big sister. I'm older than both of you. So I think I have the right, I've earned the right to reach out to my sisters to give you this word of advice. Spice, I want you to end the feud. And I want you to understand that Lady Saw opened and paved the path in dance hall so you can come now and do what you're doing. I recently saw some kids in high school or some school in the United States. They were in a dance competition and they used your song, and it was a beautiful thing to behold, to hear the dancehall music and watch these girls dance. And I want you to understand that when Lady Saw entered in the dancehall space, it was a very troubling time for her. You know, very few women were on the scene at that time. And she got criticized. She got condemned by Christian people and moralists of Jamaica. How could a woman do these kind of things or say these things? When the boys talk about pum pum, she talked about body. When they talk about sex, she was up into the sex story like the guys. If they talk about spread out, she talk about skin out. She was the one who made it possible at that time to talk about sex at all. It was taboo. Imagine what it would have been in a time like that, to come out as a female and show that you weren't pure and you weren't a little Virgin Mary. She opened that space. She stood up in there with the men, toe to toe, neck to neck. She made it possible for you to come now and catch and brock and wine and spread out and skin out and all the things that you get to do in dancehall now. She made it possible for that to happen. You can't lose sight of that. She has earned her position as queen of dancehall. Now you're gunning for that position because you're good. You know, you're getting acknowledgement in the local scene and you're getting acknowledgement overseas. It goes without saying you're talented and you're giving the queen a run for her money. Ain't nothing wrong with great competition between beautiful women. But when the cat comes out and the claws start showing, it is not a pretty thing and it's not necessary. Lady Saw, big sister to your little sister Spice, you've got to understand that when you stand front and forward in the race and the game, people are going to come for you. They're going to gun for you because they see you as the one to beat. So you've got to take that as a compliment. Every time some girl call up your name and mention something about you, whether it's lie or true, you've got to just smile to yourself and say, look here, man, I got what they want. You know, I got what they want. I know how to use my pretty fingers. I know how to do it with my heels on. It's not an easy thing to do, to take care of business yourself and to look pretty even though you're getting dirty. So listen, you've got to remember that you are the queen, and as a queen, you're subject to the fury of the people. Do your duties as a queen and recognize that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what your subjects say, you're still queen. Baby sister Spice, if you're going to one day take the role and put on the crown and become queen, you have to thicken your skin. Because when you become queen, everything that's happening to Lady Saw now is going to happen to you. I'm hoping that by the time you become queen, Spice, that women would have this understanding that together we are stronger. We are female energy. We are creative forces. We have the ability to transform and to create life. Every living thing or living being comes from a female. That's the power of woman. Take a look at your prime minister. That woman, Mama P, was in the trenches with the men too. If they scream, she screamed. If they were quiet, she remained quiet. She did her thing. And there are people, men, who probably don't like the fact that she's prime minister, but she's prime minister. There's nothing they can do. And unless the people vote her out, she will be prime minister. And that legacy will never leave. So 100,000 years from now, she's still going to be referred to as prime minister. A million years from now, you're still going to be Lady Saw and you're still going to be Spice. Whether it be queen of dancehall or, woman of dancehall, it doesn't matter. You have entered a space. You have competed with the best men. Nothing can change that. All I need to see is that you women end the feud. It is unbecoming. It doesn't do anything. Why would you need negativity to get attention in dancehall? You don't need that. You don't need to have fury and fire. If you're gonna burn fury and fire, let it be with your lyrics. Let it be with the things that come out of your mouth. Let your body speak when you dance. No need for animosity and hatred, because you all have your own fans. And some fans cross over. And women identify with women. And men appreciate and love women. You have got the best of both worlds. If you're going to dance and catch, keep dancing and catching. Let her do her thing. Let her do it with her heels on. So what if she loves to do it with her heels on? So what if you want to blaze a fire underneath somebody? As long as they're dancing and celebrating life and music, it's a good thing. There are a lot of people like myself who grew up in environments that told you that dancehall was devil music. And I have since been removed from those train of thought and appreciate and understand what dancehall is and what it means. And now that I am coming front and center to view what you have to give to me, I don't want you to ruin it for me, so I have to run away because I don't like to see the negativity. Queen of dancehall is Lady Saw because she's good like that and because she's earned that title. And if that's what you want, keep doing what you're doing, Spice. One day you too will become queen. There is room for everyone. There is room for everyone. You did your thing at Sunfest. Lady Saw closed it. It was historic. What is there to argue and fight about except to just say, woman, we're doing our thing, and people are noticing us now. This is what we wanted. Lady Saw paved that way for you, Spice. Acknowledge it. And even if you want to come out and look like you're a punk to admit that she's a queen, recognize the work that she put in. You know how hard it is to be in a space that's dominated by men. Recognize the woman's work and put in your work, because the whole world is watching, and I personally am rooting for both of you. Be blessed, everybody. Think on these things.